All right, well, I've set up my variables in this function called paycheck, and so I'm ready to get my information from the user. Usually I put in a little comment that says get info or something like that, just to keep my program a little organized. Any input that I get from the user, I get in that string, and I called my string input. And so I'm going to just write a regular JOption pane, show input dialog, that asks the user to enter the number of hours they worked. And once that's entered, it's a string. So even if they enter something like 5.5, my computer will see that as characters. It won't know that those are numbers. This is where I have to write a try catch, because I'm going to try to, we call it parse, but convert that string to a double value. So I use the keyword try, I put in beginning and ending brackets, and in the middle of those brackets, I am going to use my num hours variable, which is the double variable here, and set that equal to the double dot parse double value. Instead of integer dot parse int, it's double dot parse double, because this variable's type is a double. And what I want to send in those parentheses as an argument or parameter is the word input, because that's going to store the 5.5 or whatever they put into their computer. Now, if they put in an A, then it won't be able to take an A and read it in as a double. So that's why after these brackets, I say catch. And I want to catch any exception that occurs. In programming, that means like the big error that would show up down in the console. I want to catch that error, bracket, bracket, start and end the catch thing. And in the case that there's an error, I guess I'm going to mention that to the user. So I'll put in some kind of message dialog box and tell the user, sorry, that was not valid. I could even use input in there like this. Sorry that whatever input they put in is not valid. But then I also have to set the number of hours equal to some value. Otherwise, my computer won't know what to use. So I'll just say num hours is equal to 0. And that's how I can get the number of hours from the user. I also have to get what their wage is. So I'm going to go through this exact same process, all of this code. I'm going to do that again to get their wage. So I'm going to reuse input, same exact line, input equals. You could even copy and paste it and just change the message. So show input dialog. This time I'm going to ask them to enter your hourly wage. And I'm going to go through that whole process of try to read in the hourly wage. This time it's called wage. And that's still a double, because it might have a decimal point in it. But if I can't read in their hourly wage, I want to catch the exception. We'll call it E and hold on to it, never to be seen again. And then give them some kind of a message. I'm actually just going to copy and paste the same message, because that was a pretty good message. And then I'm also going to set wage equal to some value. I'll set it equal to 0. Now when I run this program, I should see a dialog box appear that asks the user to enter their hourly wage. Oh, actually, it won't appear. So when you run it, nothing's going to appear because you haven't called on this function yet. And we will talk about that at different times. So just look for the word operation complete, and then you'll know at least that it's working. We'll talk about how to get it up on your screen in a little bit. Hey, if you want to see how to make the calculations, watch the next video.